Hi, Lynn Zettler here, Core Impact Coaching, and today I'm going to talk about people who aren't used to maybe speaking up in groups, or maybe you're stepping into new leadership, you're not quite confident yet in holding your team meetings, and how do you do that? So I'm just going to cover some very basic things about communicating in a group or with a team. Kind of like not a huge audience, but a smaller audience. So some tips on how to do that successfully. The first is obviously to know your audience, right? Who are you speaking to? And what do they expect? I think that this is very important no matter when you are speaking or involved in any kind of communication. Know your audience. Know who they are, what kinds of things they're looking for, what their expectations might be. Think about that. It's going to be different if you're talking to a group of executives at your company versus a group of soccer moms or soccer parents, right? So know your audience well. The second, of course, eye contact is so important. And you wouldn't believe how many people don't do that. So eye contact, choose a friendly face. Find a friendly face or have someone that you know that you can frequently make eye contact with, and make it, intentional. Again, spreading it around. Also, you want to keep that team involved. So if you're running the meeting, make sure you're asking different people for input. Make sure people are taking turns. Ask questions. I get this a lot from people who are new to a company and maybe they're joining a team and they're like, I don't know when it's appropriate to speak up. It's okay, especially if you're new. It is perfectly acceptable to ask questions. Just, quickly say, hey, I'm sorry, I haven't been in this meeting before. What did you mean by this? Ask the question. I guarantee you someone else in that meeting has the same question. I'm sure of it. Especially when people start spewing acronyms all over the place, they forget that a lot of people don't know what those acronyms mean. So don't be shy about asking questions. Be confident. I'll give you a little trick about how to establish more confidence. Now, I use this a lot with women, but it could certainly be with men as well. I ask them to do a little exercise by themselves. No one has to be watching. But just walk into a room like you normally walk, right? Just what does your normal gait look like? You walk forward 10 steps, you walk back 10 steps. That's normal for you, right? Then I challenge you and say, now I want you to walk those same 10 steps, but I want you to lift those shoulders up, lift your head high, and I want you to walk with confidence, like your most confident walk. Right? Just walk with that confidence. 10 steps up and 10 steps back. Feel the difference? You can actually feel a difference in your body. And then I'm going to ask you to do it one more time. And this time, I want you to walk as if you own the room. When you walk into the room, everyone's looking at you, wondering who you are. So now you have a real stroll, a real, presence about you. I want you to walk that way, right? And now feel the difference for that. And just step into it. You're by yourself. No one's watching you, but step into it. Remember what that feels like and use that. Use that feeling, that memory of that feeling when you are entering into your group meetings, team meetings, places where you feel like you might need to speak up and maybe you're not as confident. That's a good way to remember what confidence feels like and take it in with you. Few other tips. If somebody has a great idea, let them know it right then and there. Acknowledge it. Don't be shy about it, but be sincere. Sincerity is always most important. So those are my tips for communicating in a team setting. For more tips on leadership and communication and accountability, go to coreimpactcoaching.com. You can sign up for our weekly newsletter, our monthly newsletter, making more work for myself already. And also, we have a YouTube video, Lynn Zettler, Core Impact Coaching. Lots of videos just like this. to help you. So follow us there as well. Have a great week.